I can't see any of you now, so Cheryl, you interrupt me if there's questions. This is our business plan that I've come up with. We called it the Lego plan last week because we're going to use Lego blocks instead of circles. And then I woke up at night thinking the Lego company might sue me for using their name. So we're just calling it the building block plan. And we have these little things that look like building blocks. So it's a building block plan. You're going to see the difference between red and blue here in a minute. But we believe that in order to be successful, we have a demonstrable product that changes lives instantly. It's fun, it's easy, and most importantly, we are building community, which is what you guys are getting tonight. We've talked about this before. You need to know your foundation. What are your favorite four? And so, what are the ones you use the most? What products do you love? What do you have stories with? Like Heidi's story is around focus. Everybody's got mine is around victory. So, what's your product story? What's your family product story? And tonight, we talked about what's in your first aid kit. There is good reason for you to have more than a couple of patches in your home. So, the foundational building block is you on your smart ship for your 4 patches. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And your sales technique, which we call show and tell, starts out with, I have a patch for that. So our building block is always you, your smart ship for 4, and I have a patch for that. We've talked about this a bunch. You need to know what the different patches do. And this sheet is great. A lot of you are using it. I would have it laminated. I know Doretta put them on half sheets and hands them out to people. But having this sheet so you can simply point to it and have Jeannie Garrett does a great job of saying, she just shows somebody the sheet and said, which one of these would work for you? And then they point to the one, and then that's what she gives them with a sample. So that's your little marketing piece there. Which problem do you have? I have a patch for that. Okay, we've talked about this a bunch. There's a big difference between show and tell and a science class. 99, every network marketing company I've been in has always been a science class. And the trouble with science classes is if you're not really good, it's kind of awkward to teach a science class to your friends. Show and tell is very different. Listen for the problem. We've talked about that tonight. Offer an easy, demonstrable solution. We've talked about that tonight. You must know how to do the balance test. Doretta did her eye doctor. Good grief. Is she amazing or what? So you've got, and there are videos for that's on our website. You need to always have samples with you. You can give them out for free. You're going to need to adjust the pricing so that it works for you, and adjust it based on new product pricing. And after you've done the sample pack, very easy to have them go to do a customer order. Go to HeidiDooley.superpatch.com, hit the shop button, and then you just have to explain to them that on their first order, after the discounts all kick in, they'll be at $51.75 a pack. That gives you a month to work with them, develop them, and then convert them to a member. And if you're going to convert them to a member, that really looks like Smart Ship because when you buy 4, you pay for 3. So far, so good, Cheryl?
Yep.
Okay. Remember, our building block, you on Smart Ship, getting really good at saying, I have a patch for that. Some of you need a bag for that. Okay. So when somebody starts to, they like the patches, they're ready to go. I don't use the word associate. I use the word member because member has a different connotation. Membership has its benefits. I think it was American Express that said that. And pretty much everybody today is used to having a membership at Costco. So I use that analogy. I say membership has its benefits. It's like Costco. You pay a membership fee and you get a discount when you buy larger blocks of product. And when you go to Costco, you not only buy food, but you can buy a cruise. You can get your tires. Buys in one once they sold coffins. Costco has a lot of different things you can buy. Membership has its benefits. And along with the best price, we offer community, we offer the ability for a referral business, and we offer the ability for you to have a long-term residual income. And just like Costco, I don't buy everything they sell. You don't need to buy everything we sell, but membership gives you access to the best price through Smart Ship. We'll talk about that in a second. Becoming a customer for life, we have education and community and value. We currently have 13 non-medical solutions for major problems, 26 more already ready to go, simply waiting for legal clearance, and the opportunity for you to build a long-term income. So when somebody decides to become a member, they can start where they can afford it. I don't think you should become a member with less than SmartShip. Remember, SmartShip gets you the packs, $47, and you order 4, you pay for 3. So it's 3 times 47 equals $141 divided by 4 equals $35.25 a sleeve or a pack plus tax and shipping. That's a great value. Membership has its benefits. Now, some of you will realize that when you're starting your business, having a kit with more product in it is a great way to go so that you can actually have inventory to start your business with. You can start small, build up. Mark and Ann did that. You can start with a kit and go from there. And the benefit to the kit is you've got product to do all of the things we've been talking about. You buy it, and we're going to just call it $40 a sleeve with tax and shipping. You resell it, you make money. And the big benefit to me in buying a Flex 40 kit when you sign up is you get paid as a managing director for the first 3 months. It significantly increases your commissions until you get actually promoted as a managing director. We okay, Cheryl?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to give you a quick definition here. Shelley told me last time it was confusing, so we'll take just a little bit longer this time. 2 definitions. When you're looking at all of the super patch stuff, you're going to see qualifying volume and bonus volume. Those are confusing. When somebody buys a patch for however many dollars it is, whether or not they're paying 69 or 51 or 47 or on promo, whatever they're doing, each patch still has a qualifying volume. You'll see it says QV. Each pack has a qualifying volume. Qualifying volume is used strictly for determining your level of promotion. So when you look at the compensation plan and it says that you need to have $11,000 to be a director, that 11,000 is qualifying volume. When it says you need 3,000 to be a team leader, that's qualifying volume. Each pack also has a bonus volume. BV is what's used to pay commissions. So when they say you're making a 10% commission or a 15% commission or 4% commission, whatever time we're talking about percentage of commission, that is based on the bonus volume. The bonus volume is always less than the qualifying volume. Okay? Now, as we go through the rest of this presentation, and I apologize, I'm going a little fast. As we go through this, we're going to make some assumptions. I've made this so that the assumptions are very conservative. We're not including your customer volume, which you will have. We're not including when people buy kits or additional purchases. For example, my sponsor makes a lot of money off of me just because of how much product I buy. I do not buy $140 worth of product. Last month, I bought about $3,000. The month before that, about $6,000 because we have a clinic. Most of you are buying more product, but we're not going to take that into account in our plan. We're going with the minimum. We are, however, assuming that everybody is on SmartShip for 4 packs. Okay, now some people will be on SmartShip for 2, some for 6, some for 8, but we're just going to do 4 because that's the logical number to do. That's the smart number to do. So we've added 3 blocks to you. 3 blocks is the first 3 members that you have sponsored. We're not counting customers. Remember that. This is just your members. And you'll see that we have 3 times 69 because 69 is the qualifying volume for your pack. So even though you paid less for it, your qualifying volume on your auto ship is 3 times 69. It's $207 in qualifying volume. We use that for promotion. And the BV on each pack is $41.40. So 3 times $41.40 is $124. You guys, this is the hardest part. So each person is generating $207 in qualifying volume and $124 that you're going to get paid on. Okay. So far, so good. Shelley, did we do okay on that one?
Yep.
Perfect.
I think
Okay.
it was good.
And
It
again,
just,
this will let you
it
all.
actually is a generous plan. If people have done other type of
Yes.
MLMs, it actually is very generous that you get to rank off the higher number. Because in the other one that I do, you rank, it's all straight across the board. So even if you don't understand it, just know it is a really generous policy.
I've had several people that have made a lot of money in network marketing, like a lot more than I have, tell me that too. Now, our first goal is the Business Builder bonus. Some of you got the Business Builder bonus this month. The Business Builder bonus is a standalone bonus. So you notice we have you, and it's based on you sponsoring 3 members, not customers, 3 members. We're in the blue box still. And the Business Builder bonus is based on you having 3 personally sponsored members who are on SmartShip for 2 or more packs. So I didn't put 4 in here because the requirement is 2. So if you have 3 people with 2 or more packs on SmartShip, which also qualifies you for all your commissions, when that happens, you are given 2 free packs of product for that month. So, and it's always delayed a month. So in November, I had my 3 plus, 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 plus. And yesterday I got an email from corporate that says you're qualified for your Business Builder bonus. So the Business Builder bonus in February was based on my December sales. They always skip a month.
January. Wait.
January. Yep, January. So what I qualified for in December, I don't get my free product in January because I got to make sure there's no returns. So after you get into the cycle, it's great. So every month now I get, and it costs $7.50 in shipping. Every month they send me 2 free packs of product because I have my basic building block in place. So we're going to call that $103 in value because that's basically 51 times 2, right? So you're getting, basically you've made $100 for doing that. Now, guess what else happens? We're going to switch back now to assuming our basic building blocks. So up here, we had 2 packs. That was for the bonus, but we're going to now assume that we're back to our basic business building strategy, okay? So watch what happens. You paid for 3 and got how many? Somebody say 4. And you got 2 free. So by virtue of being on AutoShip for your 4, you paid for 3 and you got 2 more. So you're getting 6 packs. It's a little confusing, but for the price of 3, you are getting 6.
Yeah.
Let that sink in. That's a pretty amazing deal. Why is Super Patch doing that? They don't want you having some lame excuse that you can't afford to sample product to people. Now let's take your commission. So we have $124 in BV times 3 people. That's $372 in bonus volume. And depending on where you're at in the compensation plan, you're going to get paid either 10 or 15% on that. It doesn't matter, which is $37 to $55. I put it in there so I'm not deceiving anybody, but it's $37 to $50. So ballpark with this little business model you've got right here, okay, you're making about $150 a month in product and commissions. This is your building block. Now, from here on out, all we're going to do, we're going to just repeat this, but let's do a definition. Remember, customer versus member or associate, same thing. Customer, best way to test a product. First order, $51.75. Subsequent orders, $65 to $69. Membership has its benefits. You pay the membership fee, get an auto ship discount, you get the product the cheapest way possible, earn income, and you're a part of this community. And I just am biased. I think we have a really great community and really great team. And I think you all are experiencing that on these calls. Reminder, I do not have contact information for anybody I've not personally enrolled. So when Shelley enrolls somebody, They will not get any notices from Cheryl and Forrest about anything we're doing unless Shelly connects them with us via WhatsApp or gets them added to my email list. Okay. So you have to be responsible for connecting your people to the team because the team has value. Okay. Here's our building block summary. We're wrapping up. This is good. We're going to do this in 30 minutes talking fast. So do you see right down here at the bottom? That's what we just did, right? Everybody see that? And I put a
Yeah.
couple red ones on because you're going to have some customers, right? And the customers also, and there's also the red also means kits, but I didn't put kits in there because that gets confusing. So red is kits and customers. So you're going to have your 3. Some of you will have a lot more. Some of you will go, I'm really working hard and I'm going to get there. Then your 3 duplicate that, right? So your business partners just duplicate up 1 level. Let's look at what happens on this level. This is really, really cool. How many builders do you have? I'm counting 12. Okay. Plus customers and kits. Guess what? You're going to be at you'll probably be over $3,000 in qualifying volume. When you hit $3,000, you're a team leader. This is our build. This means things are happening. So they give you a $100 bonus. A bunch of you got those $100 bonuses last month. Let's break it down. Qualifying volume, $207 times 13. Why? Because your purchases also count for qualifying volume. So 13 times 207 is $26.91. Plus anybody that bought kits or extra product, you're pretty sure we're going to get to 3,000, right? So this model makes you a team leader. This should be all of your goals after you hit the first one. And let's look at your commissions. So 124 times 12. You don't get paid on your product. That's $1,488 in bonus volume. It'll probably be more than that. And I put in 15% because I'm going to assume y'all bought the flex kit, so you're getting the managing director bonus. If you didn't do that, you're making 10%. So 10 to 15%. So we're going to put in 223 plus your free product. You're now making $323 plus a month as a team leader. Okay. Now we're going to call that a success. We're going to call that a huge win. We're going to call it multiplication. Now it will happen differently. Like over here, you might have 4 and this one might take off and this one might be a little slow and this one might not be going right away. But do you see what I want you to have is a visual of how you should be trying to build your business. Okay. Won't play out exactly like that, but you can wrap your head around this, right?
Yeah.
And you can have a vision and a goal for drawing this out and doing it. And then the rest of the business is just teach and repeat. Okay, teach and repeat. We start out with the basics. Well, actually, we start out with you, then you're 3, then they're 3, then they're 3. And the reason this works so beautifully in this compensation plan is that all the way up to the very upper level in the comp plan, which is global president, it's all multiples of 3. So we started out at 3,000, right? You've now got 40 builders plus kits and customers. You're going to have over 11,000. 11,000 is your director level. So it's a little bit more than 3 times 3,000. You're going to get a $150 director bonus. And you're a director. Okay. I didn't put the dollars in there because I didn't want to make up numbers, but you're starting to get a decent check. When we repeat that, develop 3 more director legs, you go to 33,000. You develop 3 more legs, you go to vice president, it's 99,000. And the vice president piece is going to be a very easy $5,000 to $10,000 a month income. That's going to vary because there's variables in the system, but you can conservatively, Rick said easily 5 to 10, and that income is going to grow as your volume grows to the next level. But what I want you to see is our basic building block is 3, right? 3,000. 3 times 3 is 9,000, which is almost 11,000. You're going to have kits and everything that's going to come in. 3 times that is 33,000. 3 times that is 99,000. If you're new to network marketing, this might be a little bit confusing, but for somebody like Shelly, who's done this a bunch, this lays out a really clean structure for how to build your teams and how to put together a multiplying system. when I looked at our team, I was going over it with Rick today. It was like, we have built almost exactly like this, almost by default, but we have 3 really strong legs coming together. It's going to give us a very balanced business. And as soon as we have 3 of you there, last week I talked about some of you had business given to you. When you are legitimately, when you can look at your downline and go, I have done this, plus whatever got given to me, that's always the bonus. But when you can look at your business and go, I have done this, you are on your way, because now we just multiply and multiply, and we come back and review everything. This is your basic building block that has to multiply. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. If it's not easy, this is Cheryl's motto. If it's not easy, it's too hard. Build a strong foundation. The foundation starts out with what you, and I have a patch for that. Learn to teach the basics well. We have videos for that. Do what we're doing on these calls so that we get consumers for life. Plug your team into what we're doing right here on our website, lifestyleforhealth.com, and plug them into the corporate calls, plug them into Elaine's calls, plug them into Elaine's Facebook page. Be responsible for learning and growing every week. And then guess what? We get to course correct.
Mhm.